Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
First carry for Corey Clement. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Clement. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Booker on the catch. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's got Booker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Now Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run right here with Clement. He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Clement, 46 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On second down now, McGowan. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On the left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down. Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guy?
Latavius Murray. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Latavius Murray, 67 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, McGowan. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, McGowan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On 1st down, Haskins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. McGowan, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Alert three.
They'll run on first down. McGowan. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
You don't want no problem with me.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Geis. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The previous play is under review.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Watch the run, watch the run.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch twitch.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Geis. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt.
And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run, it's Clement. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
From the gun, it's Clement. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
56. You can't block me. You can't get it.
On 1st down, they go with Clement again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Clement. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On the draw, Richard. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Richard, 41 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. On 1st and 10, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Haskins back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Bortles now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Check 99. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 2nd down, Love. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They're going to run the draw here with Clement. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone. It
usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Clement. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Come on, set, 8, read.
They'll run again with Clement. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd have a look at my appearances.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Bortles. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Check 56. So we got man.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, 69 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have that in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he's got Booker. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Here's Booker on the catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Haskins going to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here off it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long.